Are you excited to go to Yas with me? What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to our Sweden vlog. We got to Sweden yesterday at like 1 p.m, 2 p.m. Swedish time. All in all, it was a very long like travel time. I'm gonna do like a whole separate video on our experience flying internationally with a 1-year-old. She did so well. There was lots of preparation and planning that went into it. Obviously there are still things that you can't like control and plan for, like plane delays and baggage being missing, but overall she did really well. So that was amazing. We're so excited to finally just be here right now. Last night we got a pretty good sleep. We went to bed at probably, I think it was 11 p.m. Swedish time, and then we all woke up at like 2 a.m. Vivian woke up first, and then we were all just up for like 45 minutes hanging out in the bed together, which was actually kind of fun. I feel like we got a decent chunk of sleep last night. How many hours would you say that was?
Many.
Yeah, we woke up at 11 a.m. So
hours.
Yeah, we are all feeling pretty good this morning, hey? We're getting ready to go downtown Linköping right now, so we're just gonna go shopping and check things out and just kind of bring you guys along with us. I've been using my Maiden travel bag for everything on this trip and it's amazing. I've got like diapers and wipes in here, some diaper cream, some snacks just in case she gets hungry on the go. I have over here some snacks for me because I also get hungry on the go. Lysol wipes, hand sanitizer, lipstick, lip gloss, basically everything that I could need. And I'm gonna zip this up and it looks like I have just a cute purse with me. So Jared and I are on this day bed over here, and then Viv has her Slumberpod with us, which is the absolute best investment if you do any kind of traveling. So basically this thing is just a travel tent that you pack up into your like luggage, carry on. It gets really compact, and then you pop it over any crib or playpen or travel kind of sleeping arrangement for your baby, and it makes it totally pitch black in there. She has honestly no idea what's going on when she goes into the Slumberpod. Up here, there's like a little pouch for ventilation, so they have a little fan that actually goes with the unit. And then when you zip this up and turn on a sound machine, your baby is in a whole nother world. Like, they honestly cannot see any light coming through. I did test it out one time and get in just to see how dark it is, and it is so dark. So we can actually be like walking around in here and do our thing while she's in here sleeping at night, and we don't have to go to bed at the same time, which is perfect. So thank you to Slumberpod for working with us on this video.
Yeah, but it is quite a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
This for free or something.
Yeah. Oh, this is wonderful.
Alright, Jared, what'd you get?
I got a elderflower. It's like almost like a soda. And then
What's this?
almond croissant. Chew it up, big girl.
Find a evening. Whatever's best for you.
Vivi. Hi, baby. Are you awake already? Hi, boo-boo. Do you want to come out and see Mama? Yeah. Good morning, you guys. It is officially day 3 of our time in Sweden. I feel like that's right. My brain keeps getting confused because we have to technically cut off the time that we were just like in transit to get here from like the total of our vacation time, but I believe it is day 3 of just like walking around and exploring and seeing all that Sweden has to offer. Our time here in Sweden has been absolutely incredible so far. It is so breathtaking here. All of the like gardens and greens are just so lush right now. Everything is in bloom and it's getting a little bit warmer. I would say that it's still significantly cooler here than it is right now in Canada. For reference, it's usually like 18 degrees Celsius here most of our trip, and at home in Canada it would be like 25 to 30 degrees. So I am definitely a little bit cooler than I thought I would be. Luckily I packed some warmer stuff for Vivian. For myself I didn't as much, but walking around a lot and being pregnant certainly helps. So far we've been doing a lot of just like sightseeing in Linköping, which is the place that we're currently staying. Last night we kind of just like toured through old Linköping, which I didn't really vlog, but I'll show you guys photos of because it was so beautiful. It was like old cobblestone streets and like the quintessential Swedish looking buildings. In terms of like jet lag with all of us, I think that Jared and I have mostly adjusted at this point. I'm just more tired in general because of pregnancy, so it's hard to determine like how much of it is jet lag and how much of it is that. Vivian, on the other hand, has been such a champ with the whole time change. I'm honestly so impressed. Last night I put her down at 8 p.m. and she didn't wake up until like 8:30 the next day, and that was because Jared and I's like alarm went off. So I have definitely appreciated her ability to just like go with the flow on this trip. It has been so helpful to just not feel like we're trapped all the time. But that being said, this morning I did hang back for a couple hours and just have like a slower morning with her, fed her breakfast, put her down for the morning nap, and she just got up from that now. So I'm about to go and make her lunch so we can head out for the day. No, I'm just heating up leftovers. One of the other things that I wanted to update you guys on is that I've slowly transitioned Vivian more towards like milk since we've been here. I packed a container of formula for the suitcase and for like our travel bag, but I knew that it wouldn't be enough for the full like 10 days. So we've started to have her on milk. I've been giving her 1 bottle of formula in the morning and then 1 at night, but this just like an open cup during the day, and so far so good. It's pretty high quality, so I feel like when we get home she's not gonna like the milk as much, but she's been really enjoying it so far.
Thank you, Jesus, for my food. Please bless it in my body and help keep me safe. Amen.
This is a real life Swedish IKEA that we're about to go into right now.
It's an air purifier coffee table. How sick is that?
That's wild.
Look at this.
Wait, what would be like the reason for that?
Purify the air in your house.
There we go. Oh no, oh dear God. Oh dear God. Hello you guys, I came to show you like a mini haul of what we bought today. What do you have? Do you have our new butter knife? So we have a traditional Swedish wooden butter knife here that is very cute. I thought that would just look really nice in the kitchen. Should we tell them about my most favorite thing that I got? You're picking it up. You want to hold the other side? You want to hold the other side? It's a little heavy, but we can do it together. Yes. So this is my favorite thing that I got today. I got this at H&M Home for $8, you guys. It's so beautiful. It's gonna sit on the island in our new house. So this was my favorite thing that I purchased for such a good price. I feel like everything in H&M Home was so stunning, and it was honestly hard because I knew that I couldn't like buy really a lot of it or any of it and put it in my suitcase to bring home. And then the same thing happened in IKEA. They, if you live in Canada or in the United States like I do, have had such bad stock issues for the last like 2 years now. But in Sweden, they have everything at IKEA. Literally every piece of furniture that I've wanted, like the Flystat sensory table. And so it was really sad to leave it all behind, but it was nice to walk through and experience Swedish IKEA and to get ice cream all over my hands. So I will keep you guys posted on other things that I buy in our trip.
This is
Candy bag tour.
You want to see right down the top? Quite a few different options.
Yeah, no kidding.
This is a chocolate covered popcorn.
Okay, I feel like I would like that.
Popcorn? It
Yeah.
tastes like popcorn Jelly Belly, but
Cool.
also with like white chocolate.
Okay, what else you got in here?
Chocolate covered almonds, but then that chocolate is covered in cardamom.
Okay, that's the one I just tried and I didn't like.
That much. And then chocolate covered almonds, but those almonds are covered in cinnamon.
I'm gonna zoom in on this.
And then chocolate covered almonds, but these almonds are covered in, what is it, licorice powder?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
licorice powder. This is
Cool.
salty.
This is the inside of my small bag. I have gummy bears and chocolate covered almonds and all things safe, at least in my opinion. Okay, so we just arrived in downtown Stockholm and I need to show you guys a little tour of our hotel room and eventually like the actual hotel that we're staying in, because it is like very old Hollywood. There's like old jazz music playing. It's very much got like a cool Great Gatsby theme, so check out our hotel room. So it's not super big. Obviously you can see the strollers right here, but you come into this bathroom and it's got the same kind of vibe. This is, I don't even know how you would describe this. This is something else. We're gonna need to make use of this because we have so much stuff between us and the baby. But this is our bed over here. And then there's like a little vanity section over here. And yeah, this is our room for the next 24 hours. The lighting is so wonky in here, so you're gonna have to bear with me while we vlog in this room, but we're just doing like a quick, I'm fixing myself up obviously. Vivi's getting her diaper changed, and then we're gonna go meet up with our friends Luke and Victoria in the lobby to like explore downtown. But I realized that I still have not told you guys why we're literally in Sweden at all. I've gotten a lot of questions, like especially on Instagram while we've been here, from people being like, why Sweden for your family vacation? Which is a fair question because I feel like it's not a place that people often think to go, but we have really good friends that we met in Canada. Their names are Luke and Victoria. And long story short, they're here because Luke met Victoria when they were at school together, and Victoria is Swedish. So after they got married, they lived in Sweden for, how long was it, babe? Like the first 5 years?
Yeah, I think like 5 years.
Like 5 or 6 years of their marriage. And then they moved to Canada, which is where we met both of them, where we live. And then they moved back to Sweden last summer?
Yeah.
Last summer. So we haven't seen them since then. They've never met Vivian. So it's been really nice because it's been a great opportunity for us to come to Europe. It's our first time in Europe. So I feel like we have the best possible tour guides like showing us around, bringing us to like all of Sweden. And it's nice to do like one country, not only because we have a baby and it's so hectic to try and like travel with a baby.
Yeah.
But also because we get to see more of Sweden. Like it feels like we're really experiencing Sweden and we're traveling around to different pockets of it while we're here. So that is why we chose Sweden for our family vacation. Every single one of us got the same thing, except for you. What is yours?
This is a Wallenbergare.
What does that mean?
It's a veal patty.
Good morning, guys. We are currently on our way to the breakfast buffet. Last night, Jared and Luke went out and watched Top Gun. I just went back to the hotel and stayed with Viv while she went to bed, and it was pretty good. I was really tired, so it was good to just chill out and hang with her while she slept, but now we are going to go and get some much needed fuel for the day. Good morning.
This was great.
Good morning.
That's probably yogurt and granola station.
Jared's gonna do dad duty for a little bit, put her down for her nap in the hotel room, and I'm gonna go shopping with Victoria. So we're gonna do all the things that the guys don't necessarily want to see as much, like toy stores, baby clothing stores, any like women's clothing stores, and then we'll meet back up and do the rest of our shopping together. Good morning, you guys. We are officially in Västerås, Sweden. We left Stockholm yesterday and got here last night for our first and only night that we are here, and I got super sick. I don't know what it was, but I ate something last night before bed. We like went out and got takeout for dinner and then went to this candy store, and maybe it was just the combination of like the candy and like the food that I ate yesterday, or maybe it was just like pushing myself, walking really like hard in Stockholm. I don't know what it was, but I woke up at 3 a.m. last night and was like violently vomiting. So I'm taking it a little bit easier this morning. Vivian is currently asleep and everybody has gone out and kind of done their thing for the morning, and then I'm going to meet up with them this afternoon. And I think we're going to go and see some like Viking monuments. We're going to go to this like really just well-known brand in Sweden called Skultuna and check out their stuff and also just have lunch there. So it's a pretty low-key day today, which is good because I'm feeling just like so tired from all of the walking that we did in Stockholm, and also just like being up puking in the night last night. I was up for probably an hour and it was so disorienting because it was so bright outside that it was like, it's gotta be 7 a.m., 8 a.m., but it was 3 a.m. and it was just the most bizarre experience. This afternoon/evening, we're gonna head back to Linköping and we are spending the rest of our trip there. So I'm feeling good about that, just kind of like camping out in one spot in Sweden for the rest of the trip and just like resting up a little bit more before we head back this weekend, which is such a weird thought that it's already like coming up, but I'm also getting to that point where it's like missing your own bed and like missing your routine. So it's actually a good thing, but yeah, that's the current update. So today we are walking around the grounds of an old kind of Swedish castle that is just outside of Linköping. It's like an hour from there, and we actually get to go inside and like tour the space and see what some of the buildings on the grounds of the castle looked like. So I'm gonna take you guys behind the scenes, all of that. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm in a building right now that's like an old barn, and they converted it into like a play space for kids to like have a functioning kitchen and like grocery store, and it is so cute. Look at this. So over here you have your grocery counter with like a little scale and bags, super old cash register. Look at this. This is like the dreamiest play set up for kids of all time. And then over here, I think this is like a little play structure. Parts of it are locked up now, but this is like a kid's dream. And then in through this room, you have a little house. You have your coat rack. Oh my gosh. Your little kitchen and kitchen table. I would have loved to have this as a kid. And this zone is like a play school. So you have the chalkboard and a little section here that kids can sit and play school together.
It says,
read to us in Viking.
Lies, I don't know.
Love Snoggesgård.
Let's get up here.
What's wrong, Paul?
Oh, looks like someone's coming.
Yeah, watch out, Beth.
Oh, dude, this is sick. You think someone's up here? No. Just a room.
Just kidding. There's nothing there. It's a cool little room though. And two spooky guys.
Hey, Jared. Yeah.
You come.
What?
Super quick.
Okay, come
Super guys, come. I'm just kidding.
You had me. You had me. I was hustling.
Good work.
The tour guide's coming.
I saw you hustling.
Steps down the staircase.
I heard them get hard.
So this is like a medieval. Do we know what this building was for?
I don't know. Victoria knew. Oh my gosh. I can't remember.
This is the oldest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh. The acoustics. Oh my goodness. There's a dead body. Oh, Jared, do not. Here, you vlogging here. I'm not doing it.
Spooky.
Little cellar.
Dude, this is
wild.
prison time. Whoa.
Someone escaped.
Cute. What? No way. Too small.
I think just a vent.
Yeah. That'd be cool though.
That is
I don't think this is
wild.
actually
Look
a
at that.
prison.
No. This is a
I wish though.
cellar, oh, it is. Oh.
Alright, I just took a shower, got myself ready for the day. The guys are currently out hiking and Victoria's at the grocery store, so I thought this would be a perfect time to give you guys like a full haul of everything that we've purchased before we head back downtown for like our last little hurrah today. So I have like a full display of everything in front of me, and I think I'm going to go by category of what I've purchased, starting with stuff for Vivian. So in downtown Stockholm, we found I think it's actually pronounced Mylai. It looks like it's spelled Mayleg, but a Mayleg, Mylai mouse kind of section in there. So I got her one of these because we are collecting the mice for her to have as she gets older and for our other kids in general. And then I wanted to get her for her birthday some sort of dollhouse to put them all in. This is technically just like her souvenir. I didn't get this one to be like an actual birthday gift, but I did go a little bit crazy on the birthday gift stuff. I did find a dollhouse when we were in just Linköping at a store called, I think, Clas Ohlson. You guys, this dollhouse was $34 Canadian. So it's just like a wooden dollhouse. There's not like a front on it or anything like that, but I feel like most dollhouses don't have that. There is like a little like canvas thing that you can pull down the front. The furniture is not included, that's sold separately, but we'll collect all of that over time. She obviously doesn't need to have a fully completed dollhouse with all the furniture just yet, but I did want to get her a dollhouse while we were here because the wooden furniture in Sweden for kids is so much cheaper. For her birthday, I also got her this set of gardening tools, which I think was only like $7 or $8, also at Clas Ohlson. And it was just a really cute like kids gardening set. Now that we have a big backyard and she loves to spend so much time outside, I think that will be really fun for her to have. I got her this little like cute, I don't know what these are called, but it almost looks like a fruit and veggie bag. And I got this to put her wooden fruits and vegetables in, and we can hang that from the IKEA kitchen, which I thought was just really fun. And then this next thing I'm so excited about. I wanted to get her an outfit for her birthday because that was a tradition that my family always had growing up. We always got a new outfit to wear to our birthday party. So from a store called Newbie, which has the most beautiful kids clothes of all time, I got her this adorable romper. It's got little buttons on the back, frilly shoulders, and kind of like a purpley and brown beige-ish print on it. And this is just gonna look so cute at her birthday party. So I got that. And then speaking of her birthday party, I got a couple of things for that. So there was a party store here that had a lot of stuff that was really cute. I knew would be a lot more expensive in Canada. So I got some plates that I won't show you guys. They're just like a beige plate, but I got these napkins, which I thought were really cute. I got this little like one for the top of her cake. And then I got this garland that will go along the front of her high chair for the cake smash, which is great because I wasn't sure what I was gonna do for that. And then the next category that I'll go into is like homewares and house stuff. So I have a lot of stuff for that. I had to unwrap some of this stuff because they wrap everything so like tightly and neatly here, and I'm gonna have to repack it all for our flight home. But I got this beautiful little like amber glass looking just decor piece for shelves and things like that. I got 2 tapers. These were $10 in total for the 2 of these. I just feel like you can't get decor for that cheap in Canada. I can't remember if I showed you guys this, but I got this like cheese slicer thingy. In Sweden, they eat cheese like for breakfast most days. You'll have it on your toast with literally just like butter and bread and cheese on top. So I got this because we've been loving having that for breakfast while we've been here. And then I also got another just dish brush. Next, I will show you guys what we got from Skultuna. So Skultuna is a very famous like Swedish brass store. If you ask any Swedish person, they will know about this store. It's like a decor staple here. So we went there and we went to the place where they make it all and had lunch at the restaurant, and then also went to their outlet. So at the outlet, I got this candle holder, which is just really unique. I think we'll probably put it on our mantle, and it'll just have like a white taper in it. And I think it's just like a special kind of memory to have of our time here. And then we got this, which I'll show you guys. It was such a steal. It is a solid brass vase slash like plant pot from Skultuna. It was originally 1,000 krona, and we got this for 300. So it was a very deep discount. It was kind of like, I think $35–40 for us to get. So very beautiful, and I'm excited to have this on our dining table with fresh flowers in it. I also got a couple of like gifts and things like that to give to people just as keepsakes, but I don't want to show that in this vlog in case I don't give something to someone by the time that they watch this. We are going to be downtown again today. I'm not expecting that we'll buy anything else just because we're already going to be pretty hard pressed getting all of this stuff back into the luggage that we arrived with, but I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my little Sweden haul. Also, how beautiful is the location that I was just vlogging from? Like, just having this right out front your office door. While we have been away on this trip, I've gotten a number of DMs about how we have navigated traveling with Vivian and nap schedules and all of that different stuff. And the #1 thing that I can recommend to you guys if you are planning on doing any traveling with a baby or even a toddler is investing in a Slumberpod. I know I mentioned this like when we were getting it all set up, but now that we have gotten through this trip, honestly, it has been the biggest game changer and like the MVP for us as we have traveled to different parts of Sweden and slept in different places, because we've set this up everywhere we've gone and we've been able to rely on like 12-hour sleeps for Vivian most nights. For the most part, like 95% of the time she's gotten those 12-hour sleeps at night, and then at least one nap in there during the day. And it's because it totally blacks it out in there. It literally, I climbed into it at one point. It feels like sensory deprivation. Of course, it's not that entirely, but it's so dark in there. They're able to actually be in a fully dark room. Jared and I can still have the lights on and do what we need to do, which was especially helpful when we were... Bless you! You have another one? Bless you! It was especially helpful for us when we were in Stockholm because I still had stuff that I wanted to do from like 7 p.m. and onward, and I could do it because I could just walk around the room in there. So it is... What is happening right now? It's so chaotic. It is absolutely worth your money if you plan on doing any traveling. And I've actually got a discount code for you guys. They've been willing to give you guys $20 off if you're planning to buy. So if you use the code BethGraceMoore20, you can save $20 on your Slumberpod order. And there is a unique link for the US and for Canada. So if you go to my description box, there will be a link for the US and there will be one for Canada. And you guys can check out the most important travel accessory of all time when it comes to traveling around with a baby or a toddler. Alright, you guys, we have a little bit of an update for you. I thought that right now I would actually be wrapping this vlog up in the airport in Sweden after we had like checked into our gate and we're ready to go. And that is not how our morning went. We got up today at 3:30 a.m. and then had a 2-hour drive from Linköping to Stockholm for our flight. That was supposed to leave at 9 a.m. So we arrived at the airport at 6 a.m., plenty of time for our 9 a.m. flight. And basically we got in there and it was an absolute mess. Like the airport was just insane, but specifically it was a mess with the airline that we had booked this flight through. And basically everything went wrong.
So we're like, okay. So then we walk over and there's like this giant line of people all waiting to like spread out into these different gates. So we get in that line. Then halfway through that line, we realize that people are like getting split into certain different areas, because that line splits into like security check-in, it splits into the different gates, it splits into there's another thing that it split into, like first class, business, like all this like random stuff, immigration, like all this random stuff. It split into like 9 different lines, and everyone's just standing at the back. So we stood in that line for like 40 minutes before we just asked some security guard, we're like, where are we supposed to go for this? He's like, oh, you got to go around this line. So we walk around this giant body
for
of
like
people.
International flights, because it was like, oh, this line is for like local flights, this one's for international, but there's like not a single sign.
No, so we get past all these people and we like squeeze our way and like butt into this line for international flights, and then we get right in front and they're like checking, are you in the right line? And we talk to the lady, she's like, yeah, we're in the right line. I'm like, are we gonna make this flight now? There's only like 2.5 hours until,
she's like, honestly,
or
probably
2 hours.
not.
And she's like, I don't know, but just like, you know, go up to the front desk and then check in. And we're like, okay. So we get into that line, and freaking like 2.5 hours go by in this line, and it's like we got like layers of people all around us. We can't get out of it. We're like,
and as we're in that line, there's like multiple people in it that have already missed their flights and are like, yeah, I missed my flight. This is my second flight today. I'm hoping I don't miss this one too, just because it was so chaotic.
And like, we didn't talk to a single person that was there for the right flight at the right time. Everybody had missed their flights. Then we get to the front, finally, after all this time, and we're like, hey, we've missed the flight at this point. It's been forever in these lines. Are we able to book on the 9:55 flight instead of the 8:55 flight? Because it was 8:55 when we got up there. And he was like, oh, no, I'm just like the baggage check-in. You can't be here to change your flight. Have you rebooked your flight? And I was like, no, we've been in this line for 2.5 hours. Where are we going to rebook our flight? And so he's like, oh, you got to go over to this desk that's right beside his desk that we could have just walked up to, but nobody like said that. They told us to just wait in this line.
My God.
And he's like, just go over to that desk and rebook your flight. So
and at this point, we had been in the airport for over 4 hours, and we had done nothing. Like, we hadn't checked in. We hadn't like gotten our bags taken yet. We hadn't like gotten a boarding pass. Like, literally, it was if like we hadn't even gone into the airport yet.
So at this point, Beth is pissed. And she's like,
I'm like pregnant. I have a baby with me that is like doing so well. Vivian was actually a champ through the whole thing. But like, that is a really long time for a baby to stay in a stroller and not like have access to food, or like I had snacks, but she hadn't had breakfast yet because I was gonna do that after we checked in. It was just like so crazy.
Yeah, it was mayhem. And then finally, so we get to the thing and we're trying to decide, like, do we take the nice route and I talk, or does Beth just freak out at them? And Beth is like, no, I don't want to take the nice route. I need to tell her what has happened here. So I was like, all right. So she gets up there and she just like flips out on the lady.
I didn't
She's like, this is a problem. You guys caused this problem. I need you to fix it. And this lady's like, oh, you just missed your flight. You need to rebook your flights, and it's going to cost you whatever it costs you to do it off the bat. You just need to buy new flights home. And I'm like, that's going to be like over $2,000. We don't have the money to just whip out $2,000 in the airport and like buy new flights. So anyways, Beth is just like going back and forth. We're like freaking out about it. And then this lady's like, let me go and see what I can do. So she leaves. Like 15 minutes goes by, we're just standing there. Viv is getting pretty like upset at this point. Then she comes back and she's like angry with us, but she put us on a direct flight leaving the next day from Stockholm to Toronto. But she's like, this is at the goodwill of our company. You guys did all this wrong, and you're like, you need to be way more prepared next time, and tomorrow you better be here early on to check in and all of this stuff. And so I had swapped in at this point. I was just like, sure, whatever you say, lady, just give us the flights for tomorrow.
Like, we would have probably had to have been there 10 hours before the flight left to be able to make it. Well, because there was someone that had been there, like, from the middle of the night and, like, still is missing flights.
It was so it's just stupid. Like, and the stupidest thing about it, I understand delayed flights, I understand long lines, I understand all that stuff. The stupidest thing about it is that after all that, Vivian just opened up our
She almost just escaped from the hotel room.
The stupid thing was, after all that, they put it on us for like not being here on time and making our flight. And so that was like the really frustrating piece of it.
So anyway, this is a hate vlog to SAS
Don't fly SAS Airlines.
A great hotel room now. Jared came through and he went and he booked us a hotel room near the airport, and we've got a great view. I'll show you guys in a minute.
Yeah.
And we got a pool, we got breakfast in the morning, so we'll fly out tomorrow at noon instead of today, which is all right. We'll make it work. We have our stuff here for now, so he'll go and check in our bags later, but it's just been a wild experience getting home. So this is the view from our hotel room. We get to see flights taking off which is actually really, really cool. And then our child in the corner trying to open the door again. They'll bring up a crib for Viv. We'll get all this checked in before the morning tomorrow, and we're just gonna take a minute to breathe. All right, you guys, we are officially home from Sweden. After the last clip that you would have seen, we had a 9-hour flight home the next day. So I'm gonna do, again, a whole separate video kind of talking about that experience, what it was like traveling with a 1-year-old. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. It's obviously far too long to include all of that in this vlog, but I am going to wrap up this vlog here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed coming along with us on our trip to Sweden as a family. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up before you head out today. But until my next video, I love you guys, I'm praying for you guys, and I will see you soon.